Yepa, yepa, yepa. Yo, 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 what is up, my fallopian tubers? Cesario from the Barrio, coming back at you with another video for your butt. Alright, so check it out, man. I'm going to do two video responses today. One for JY Sports Card Guy, and the other one for Smitty, that Oakland collector. Not P. Diddy, Smitty. Alright? So, let's start off with JY Sports Card Guy. What he wants is three things. Tres cosas. Él quiere. 1, 2, 3, tres. So, one of the first things is he said to pick a team from the postseason, who made it to the postseason. Even the ones who already been eliminated, just to the 2019 postseason. Alright? And pick a team, get a card from there, and show off the back. He wants you to show off a cool back, like the back of the cards that are cool. So right away, yes, the other day, I was going through my sets, and I saw this one, the 92 Topps Kids. So check it out. This is the whole set. I got the complete set. In the back, check it out. There's Ryne Sandberg, the Rhino. All right? Check it out, man. He goes, look at those records. He's the only second baseman ever to hit 30 consecutive home run seasons back-to-back. He's the only second baseman ever to have 8 consecutive Gold Gloves. And not only that, but the Rhino, Ryne Sandberg, he is best known now for having a chain of gentlemen's clubs. All right? Can you name the chain of gentlemen's club that the Rhino owns? And if you guess Spearman Rhino, you are wrong. He owns the Peppermint Hippo. All right, guys. So we got the 92 Topps Kids, man. The backs are really cool. All right, it's got all these cool, interesting facts. And check out, even some of them got jokes. I got jokes and jokes and jokes like, why was the vampire allowed to play baseball? Because he brought his own bat. Corny, I know. All right, but I'm picking the Kirby Puckett, Minnesota Twins. And check it out, man. Look at the fun facts in the back. Puckett has hit over 305 times in his career. This is a 92. And check out the fun fact, the fun box. Did you know that in baseball card collecting, an insert is a collectible bonus item put inside a pack of cards? Coins, stamps, stickers, etc. And look at this noob. Is the gum a collectible? Alright, guys. And the third one was an option. You could do it or you don't have to do it. But he wanted you to say one of your favorite Bible verses. And for me, that's kind of simple because of my job. It's something I've said quite often in my training. I will walk by faith even when I cannot see. I believe this was a quote from the two Corinthian brothers who were both 5'7". But I will walk by faith even when I cannot see. Alright, guys, and the reason I said the quote, I will walk by faith even when I cannot see, because believe it or not, I use that a lot in my work because I am a groundskeeper. And when it comes to mowing straight lines, mow them lines straight. I want straight lines. A lot of times the ground that we're walking, that we're mowing, they're not perfectly flat. They're undulated. They have hills. They have beeps, the bleeps, the creeps, and the jeeps. And so, to mow straight lines is not as easy as it seems. And the best way for me to explain to people is just mow by faith. Mow by faith. When the machine, you hit an undulation and you see your reels move up and down, don't do anything. Let the machine do the work for you. Mow by faith, and it'll leave a straight line. And 69% of the time, that works every time. So, ciao! There you go. All right. So, Smitty, he wanted us to give you an experience that we had with a famous athlete or star or something, right? And at first I thought it was just one good experience, but after I heard Mike, the Indian card dude, formerly known as Mike the Indian card dude, I think now he's Mike the Cowboy card dude. Just kidding, I think he's just Mike the card dude now. But he did a good and a bad experience, so I got confused. So I'll give you kind of both, I guess. I'll give you, what do you want first? The good, the bad, the good, the bad. The good, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. Okay, so let's start off with the good one, all right? Man, Vladimir Guerrero, okay? My first year working at Dodger Stadium, and we had already been told not to ask for autographs and this and that and this and that. But we played the Angels, man, and Vladimir Guerrero in this particular game, he slid at home and broke his wrist. He broke his wrist during the game. So after the game, I was in the dugout, just emptying out my my dirt in the trash can. And here comes Vladimir Guerrero, and he's looking at me, and then I'm kind of looking at him, but it's like I want to say something, but I can't. And I think he's looking at me like expecting me to say something, but I don't. And then eventually I just say, "Hey, can I take a selfie?" He's sí, ándale, ven, vamos. And we step to the top of the dugout, right? And I'm trying to take a picture. But this is on a cell phone back in the days, man, like damn, 16 years ago. And there wasn't a camera on the front of the phone, only in the back. So you had to take the picture with the camera in the back, and you couldn't see the picture you were taking. So I took like 3, and every time we would look at them to see how they were, they weren't any good, So then he takes it from me. He's like, "Yo la tomo," And so I put my arms around him, and he takes the selfie himself. Like boom, first try. We look at it, perfect picture, man. I took a selfie with Vladimir Guerrero, and he took it. That was that was badass. That was badass. I know I haven't really talked about that before. Trying to talk about subjects I haven't talked about before, because I've talked about my Reggie Jackson and so many other experiences. But I don't think I've ever talked about my Vladimir Guerrero. But he took that selfie, dude. And that was badass. That was, and I still have that phone. I never downloaded the picture. I have the phone. It's in my car. And my center console, man. Like, I cracked that thing like 12 years ago, and it's been sitting in my car for like 12, 13 years, man. Hopefully one day I'll be able to download it. And now let's go with the bad story, I guess. I don't really have a bad experience, but I'll tell you an experience that never happened, so it's kind of bad. All right? So, have you guys ever heard of the rocket? All right? So, my boss calls me one time, my main boss at USC, like one of the big head honchos. He calls me. I remember I was mowing the golf green at the time. Calls me, he's like, "Hey, Roger Clemens' agent just called me and asked me if I knew anybody that could build a mound for him." And I was like, "What?" He's all like, "Yeah." He's like, "You think you could do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do that." He's like, "Yeah, he's willing to pay you $2,000. It's a show in Vegas. He's doing a camp in Vegas. He's and you got to build a mound on a Thursday. He's going to throw it for Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday, and then you tear it down." And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that. I've done it before. I've done it before for $800, and he was going to pay me $2,000, man." So I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah." I was excited. I would have done that shit for free. I'll tell you that much, man. Man, Roger Clemens, he was one of my heroes, man. I had a Roger Clemens poster in my room before. The one where he's pitching, he's holding like a rocket in the back. Do you guys remember that one? I had that poster, man, along with my Darryl Strawberry, my Will Clark. And, but anyways, he hadn't been called out on the Mitchell report yet, right? So everything was all good. He was going to hold his can, whatever. So I was pretty excited, man, even though I'll tell you that much, man. I mean, I was a big fan of his in the 80s. Stopped kind of following him after the steroid stuff, but I still respect what he did, just like every other steroid guy. I don't agree with what they did, but their place is still going to be in history no matter what. So anyways, I was all excited, right? So I was gonna get the day before, like 2 days before, I was gonna get the flight, the hotel, because they were gonna send me to Vegas, fly me to Vegas, give me a rental car, get me a room for like 4 days, and 3 nights, and like all this awesome stuff, all food paid for, everything, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be so awesome. And then he got called out for his steroids, and that killed that. So like, damn. So that didn't happen. But that would have been badass if it did. So I don't think I've ever really mentioned that before. But yeah, man. I was going to get $2,000, all expenses paid trip to Vegas to build a mound for Roger Clemens that I could have done in a few hours and then tear it down a couple days later. But, so there it is, man. I hope that's good enough for you, Smitty. Not P. Diddy, but Smitty from Oakland and JY Sports Cards guy. So just love the hobby, people. Keep collecting baseball cards forever, I say. Ciao! Save the drama for your mama. All I want is my llama. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. And JY also wanted to know who you think was going to win the World Series. And I've been going with the Astros.